The original Yankee Stadium that opened in 1923 and got demolished in 2008 was called the House That Ruth Built, because Babe Ruth played there first and turned it into the most famous baseball stadium in the world. And if you ever went to a game there before they tore it down, you experienced something that the new stadium next door can't replicate, because the original had history soaked into every seat, and the new one is just a modern arena that happens to have the same name. Tell me if you went to the old stadium because those memories hit different. The exterior had that distinctive white facade and the copper frieze that became iconic, and pulling up on the D train or driving past on the Dexter could see it from blocks away and know exactly where you were, the Bronx, the home of the Yankees, the cathedral of baseball. Inside, the dimensions were weird because it was built in the 20s before they standardized field sizes. With that short right field porch that helped left-handed hitters like Ruth and Gehrig and Mantle hit home runs, and Monument Park was on the field in center until they moved it behind the fence, so during games you could actually see the monuments to Ruth and Gehrig and other legends right there in play. The seats were cramped and uncomfortable, the bathrooms were terrible, the concourses were narrow, and none of that mattered because you were sitting in the same place where Ruth called his shot, where Gehrig gave his farewell speech, where Reggie hit 3 home runs in the World Series, where Jeter did the flip play. And that connection to history made every game feel bigger than just baseball. The pinstripes, the Monument Park visits before games, the roll call in the bleachers, Freddie says with his frying pan. All the traditions that made Yankee Stadium feel like more than a sports venue, like it was a piece of New York identity. Then, in the 2000s, the Yankees decided they needed a new stadium with luxury boxes and modern amenities, and even though fans protested, they demolished the original in 2008 and 2009 and built the new one right next door. And yeah, the new stadium is nicer and cleaner and has better food, but it doesn't have the soul. The new Yankee Stadium looks like every other modern ballpark, corporate and sterile, and even though they tried to recreate Monument Park and the facade and the dimensions, you can't manufacture history, you can't replicate 85 years of memories just by copying the architecture. Going to a game at the new stadium feels like going to any modern arena, comfortable but soulless, and people who went to games at both will tell.